After release of ChatGPT 4.0, we have observed huge improvement in data analytics using AI. Julius AI is there in this field for a long time, and now after this improvement of ChatGPT 4.0, they also introduced some additional features in their tool. In this video, let me show you how can you use Julius AI and how can it be used as your personal data analyst. If you follow my mouse, I'm in Google homepage. Here, if I just type Julius AI, then you'll be able to see this particular link. If you click on that, then this particular page will open. Here you can see this website is dedicated for data analysis purpose only. You can see the type of graphs you can generate. If I just zoom in, you can see these are the graphs you will be able to generate using this particular tool. So first of all, let me show you that how can you use this tool, and then I'll show you certain options. How can you upload your data and how can you generate different type of charts and analysis using this particular tool. So to start using it, you can click on sign up. It will prompt you to log in. Here you will be able to create your ID using email ID and password, or there are other two options are there using Google or Apple credentials. You will be also able to log in. I'll select my Google credential and there I'll select my ID, and using that, let me log in and then show you all those options available here. So this is the landing page of Julius AI, and let me show you what are the options available here so that you understand it better and then you will be able to utilize it. In the left pane, there are certain options. First one is the chat. Whatever the prompts you will execute and what are the results will come. You can see one of the testing I was doing it, that is available here. I'll show you in little while. Second option is files. Here, by clicking on this particular option, you will be able to upload files, or also you will be able to link from your Google Drive. You can see both options are here, upload file and link your Google Sheets. Using both ways, you will be able to bring your own file here. Now, one point to notice here, because of the privacy related concerns, they only store your file for 1 hour. And after that, Julius AI deletes it from their servers. So if you are concerned about your data privacy and security, check their terms and conditions to understand it more, but they don't keep it more than 1 hour in their server. Now the next option is docs. Now this is very important. While you are using Julius AI, they have done a fantastic job to collate all those required links under one heading, that is docs. Here are multiple options. One is tips, FAQs, use cases, how to videos, everything. If you just click on that, it will open in a different tab and you will be able to utilize all those documentations in a single click. So if I click on any of the topic, it will open in another tab, and there you will be able to access all those documentations available for Julius AI. So this particular concept, I liked it most. You don't need to find all those links separately. Everything is available under one heading of docs and you will be able to utilize it. And most prominent thing is use cases. If you click on any of this particular topic, you will be able to see what are the different use cases you can use Julius AI for. And there are multiple different. You can see if you click on any of the point, it will give you much more detailed way that how can you utilize Julius AI for your own requirement. You can see everything screenshot by screenshot, all steps, everything are mentioned here. So please do check these particular options. You will get much more details on top of this video also, and you will be also able to understand how can you get most out of this particular tool. Now coming back, there are multiple other options also. You can see how to structure your data to get best out of it. Everything, all those details are there. So please do check all these options to get more details about Julius AI. Let me collapse this particular option of docs. And now you'll be able to see one option, that is community forum. So if I click on that, you will be able to see this is a live community forum where multiple questions are already being answered by other users. And this is a huge forum. You can see there are 2.4K views on a specific question. So you can come here, you can utilize, you can check in case you have any doubt, you're stuck on some points, you can ask other members also for the solutions. So let me come back again. Now another very good thing is that is Model Lab. What is Model Lab? Now, if you click on that, you'll be able to see multiple different options. This particular Model Lab gives you access to all prominent LLM models. If I click here, you can see these are the LLM models are available which you can use to work on your data. You can see ChatGPT 4.0, Claude Opus, Sonnet, Gemini 1.5, Llama 3, all latest LLM models are available here which you can use from this particular option. So this is one very important thing I found in this particular tool. Using one interface, you are allowed to access all those prominent and latest LLM models models together. Now this particular option is available when you want to work on your data without utilizing core capabilities of Julius AI. Here, once you are selecting any of this model, then you need to work on your data, you need to give your own prompt. But now let me show you how can you utilize the capability of Julius AI to get most out of it. If you go to a new chat, then you will be able to see this particular interface. Here, if you follow my mouse, currently default is selected. If I click on it, you can see that there are multiple models are available here. Whenever you mouse over, it will give you an idea which model to use for what. You can see whenever I'm moving my mouse, I'm getting all those tips. But if I keep the default one selected, Julius AI will decide based on your prompt that which model will be better for your analysis or your requirement. So it decides based on your prompt that which model to select, and then it selects automatically. It also writes the detailed prompt for you so that you get the best out of it. I'll show you some of the analysis right away. But before that, if I click on tools, you'll also be able to see a couple of options that it will run Python in secure sandbox and it will generate the output for you, and it will also search internet for latest information. Now, once you are utilizing Model Lab, then these two options will not be available. If I click on that, you'll be able to see these two are automatically getting disabled. And then you can select any of this model here. So whatever we saw under Model Lab. Now another important option here, that is advanced reasoning. So if you keep this particular option on, then whenever you are looking for something complex, then Julius AI will create the plan for your data analysis and it will execute one by one. I'll show you a few of the options now. So these are the major things are available in this homepage. I'll also show you some of the options here before we proceed to our data analysis. You can also click on this particular icon to bring your own file. This particular option in the left pane of files also can be utilized for the same purpose. Now, if I come to the right part of this particular page, here you can see there are two options. Whenever you are analyzing your data, it can generate code in Python and R both. So this is one major thing in case you are in data analytics field and you utilize Python or R to analyze your data, then this particular codes will be also very, very useful, because whenever you will execute the prompt, Julius AI will generate the code based on the selected option, either Python or R, and you will be able to utilize those codes. You can copy that code and you can utilize in your application to get similar results, whatever you can see here. Now there are few other settings here. Some of them we already covered. Which model you want to select, is it default one or the specific one, that you can select it from here, and down the line that particular model will be the default option. And similarly, you can keep the advanced reasoning on and auto run code, which means that it will generate the code and it will run automatically without asking. If you turn it off, then every time it will ask that will it run the code or not. Now second thing is you can select that which appearance you want. Is it a dark or light one or the system one, that you can select from here, and as per your requirement, different API keys or database connections can be established under secrets. Now if I come back, one last thing before we'll start analyzing our data, this particular application is available in Apple and Android also. So in case you are interested to work from your mobile, that also is possible. Now let me show you how can you input your data and what kind of output it generates. Now earlier I downloaded one file from kaggle.com. I'll add the link in the description below, and using this particular data we'll analyze it further. So this is global YouTube statistics as of 2023. And if I pull this particular data, I'll just drag and drop here, and then your data has been uploaded. Now you can ask your questions and queries. So what I'll do, I'll click this advanced reasoning on. I'll keep this particular option as default so that Julius AI will decide that which particular LLM model to be used. And then let me paste one prompt here. Plot some best insights from this data. And if I hit enter, it will now start analyzing the data and it will show you the next step. You can see it's examining the data. Now you can see using Python, it's generating the code. So this particular code you will be able to utilize elsewhere if you want to copy, and you can use in your application if you are developing something, and you will be able to get required insights from your data. First it was showing the code, now it's executing the code, and once it will be ready, it will show you the responses. Now if you see that in our settings, the data preview option was enabled. So that's why it is showing the data preview. Now it started generating those graphs. You can see if I just close this particular option here, you can see it generated the graph. and this is an interactive one, and this is one new change in Julius AI. Earlier it was only static graphs. Now this is dynamic graphs. And let me show you what's the differences here. In this particular chart, under color, and if you select any of these particular YouTube channel and then you change the color, then this particular series will get changed. Now similarly, you will be able to select any of them, you will be able to change the color. So this is an interactive chart where you will be able to change as per your requirement, and then you can download it. So let me show you how can you download. If you click on this particular option, it will download the chart in a PNG format. You can see it's a PNG file, so it's an image file. It will download in PNG format. And now if I scroll down, you can see it also started generating few other options. First one was the top 10 YouTubers by subscribers, top 10 YouTubers by video views. Now what's next? And distribution of YouTubers by category. So this is a static chart. So this is not interactive one. Next one is the top 10 countries by number of YouTubers. Again, it's an interactive chart. And what's next? Now it is showing you some of the options. So after it generated this different 4 type of charts, what are the next thing you can analyze? Now, if you are maybe out of ideas that how to analyze any of the data further, then this can be very, very useful. It can also spark some of the ideas using which you can take it further. Now, if I click on any of them, can you provide more details about distribution of YouTubers by category? It will start working further. Now, it gave 4 different type of charts here. Now, let me show you what I have done earlier. If I click on this particular option, earlier I utilized this particular data and then I generated all these graphs here. With some additional prompts, I generated some additional information also. It keeps on giving you certain options that using which particular prompt you can utilize next. And then I gave one prompt that can you give me a scatter plot of subscribers versus video views for the top YouTube channels, and it gave me this particular graph. Here also you'll be able to see that it's an interactive graph where you will be able to change the color, whatever the colors you want. If you change it to green, it will change to green for the entire graph. And similarly, it gave me multiple different options, multiple different type of graphs, whatever I asked for. So based on your requirement, you just need to prompt and it will give you all those details. Now you can see one thing here. It ran into one problem on that time, but Julius AI is having one feature. It's auto heals. In case of any error, it will try another method automatically and it will give you those results. So that happened here. You can see there was some error and then it retried and it gave me record outputs. I also asked for some of the complex type of charts. You can see this one, this particular heat map also it generated using this AI tool. So this tool can be your personal data analyst. Maybe you are utilizing any of the software, maybe Excel, Power BI or any other thing to get your data analyzed. But using Julius AI, it will give you different ideas. It will give you a different set of thought process when you will start analyzing the data using this particular tool. Now, few more options which will be very helpful. If you want to download your entire data analysis, you will be able to download it as a Word file. And this docx file, if you click on that, it will generate the file and all the prompts, all the graphs, whatever you generated, it will automatically get converted to a Word file so that you can refer it later. Another good option is if you click on this particular option, you will be able to share the link of this entire chat and share with someone. The person will be able to continue the discussion from using the same tool, using the same link. So this is another way you will be able to share the details. First one is you can download it as a doc file, but that will not help you to chat further. But using this particular share link option, you will be able to share the link and the person who will be receiving that link, they will be able to continue the discussion from there. Now, before we conclude, if you come to your profile name, and there you will be able to see one option that is settings. It will show you the options for the paid plans. Now by default, Julius AI gives you 15 messages free per month. But if you have some additional requirement, then you can take the plan based on your requirement. I will add one link in the description below. It will be an affiliate link. If you have some requirement to take a paid plan, you can utilize that particular link. I may get some small commissions, but without any additional cost to you. You can also use Sandeep 2024 as a code to get additional 10% discount if you are taking any of the paid plan. I will add all those details in the description below. Hope this video was helpful and you will be able to utilize Julius AI to get most out of your data. If you want to know how can you utilize ChatGPT to analyze your data, then check out this video to know more about it.